639 hours. That's how long I've been playing in Season 2 of this account. I've been playing RuneScape in a very unique way. I dare say nearly as intended. You see, I need to obtain collection log items and pay an ever-growing GP cost to unlock areas of the map, also known as chunks. There are roughly 534 of these chunks on the surface that are walkable. I need most of them for my end goal, the trimmed achievement diary cape. The only way I get to see more is experiencing all this game has to offer within the chunks I have available. That is the beauty of this series. RuneScape progression can feel linear. You follow a path that's rather typical and semi-efficient, which this account shatters that linear path. It's not efficient. It's unique, one of a kind. The song you hear right now is called A Hero's Return. If you've watched Swampletics, you've heard it. It captures the buildup of something special. It's leading up to an epic, triumphant victory. I see this song as a hero's journey. My journey, and what a journey it's been for this past season. Since this is a season finale, I'll be doing another bond giveaway. But this time, 3 and a 4th will be added if this video gets 100 likes. It's free to enter, just leave a good old comment down below with your RSN, and let me know if you enjoyed the video. I'll do a random comment pick in approximately 2 weeks after the post date of this video, and I will reply to your comment telling you won. With all that being said, welcome to the Season 2 finale of Logging Chunks, where I obtained collection log item number 300, the... I have 3 major goals this episode. Get 84 construction for massive POH upgrades, obtain either an Onyx or a blowpipe from Zulrah, and get 2 and start Perilous moons. Sounds simple, but trust me when I say this will take me a long time. Let's tackle the 84 construction first. Over the years, construction has turned from an unnecessary and a wasteful skill to outright the most vital endgame skill. Getting to level 84 construction is close to a maxed out house. While there is a few more upgrades past 84, 84 gives you basically all you need. And I need quite a lot of upgrades in my player-owned house. I'm going to be using mahogany homes for my construction method due to its GP cost per XP being kind of low. And also have 4 collectional items still to obtain from mahogany homes. Now on the OSRS portal website, there's actually a mahogany homes calculator. All you have to do is punch in your name, brings up your stat, check on any gear and items you have alongside the target level that you want to go for and what contracts you're going to be using, and it gives you the estimated cost alongside all the materials you'll need, and also tells you how long it will take, how many contracts an hour, how many points you'll earn. This is very nice for this grind. So just in the sheer supplies to get 84 construction, I'll need 14 mil GP, and to upgrade everything I want is going to cost about another 4 mil. So I'm just going to round that up to 18 mil, and right now I have 11.5 mil. Pretty good head start, but I still need more. So the hunt begins for Barrows items actually. So I'm going to cap myself to about 5 to 6 Barrows items here. Now there are a few items that I do want, 4 in particular, being the Carol's top and bottom alongside the Arim's top and bottom. I'm hoping I get one of those 4 items, and if you don't know, on this account my Barrows luck is absolutely terrible. 4 items in 168 chests, and 2 of those 4 items have been in the last 3 chests. I'm hoping this luck finally turns around. It should at this point, there's no way it wouldn't. So on occasion you're going to see me put the total number of filming days here in the corner. It'll be sporadic. I'm just keeping track mostly for myself to see how long this takes. I don't play too often. Full-time job and all that stuff with kids, it's just hard to play a lot of times, so I'm actually just really curious to see how long this will take me. Today is March 1st of 2025, which is actually RuneFest 2025. Alright, first chest back, got a little extra potential reward. What do we get? Pretty typical for myself here. Yes! Oh, I got a dream item. Oh, I got a rim skirt. Let's go! Oh, it's one of the items I wanted. Holy cow, that's so good. Yes. So without a rim skirt, let's go ahead and touch on why am I at Barrows? Well, Barrows will fund my 84 construction, and if I obtain any of those dream items, which I've already obtained 1, it'll help me out tremendously with Zulrah. Because if you don't know, I lock all collection log items behind first getting them via collection log means before I can buy them from the GE or anything. So getting those upgrades are key for my success for Zulrah and the future of this account. Alright, and into the tab it goes. Now I think I'm going to go for 4, maybe 5 more items, still haven't decided yet. But if you don't know and if you're new to the series, here's my collection log items tab. This is every single item I've gotten so far, collection log items. They're all in order, in the order I obtained them. And as you see, as you get down further and further, it's pretty more RNG focused down here because I'm running out of a little bit more easy ones. But trust me when I say I still have plenty more of the easier ones to obtain that I'm just putting off for next season. All right, this is going to be my back-to-back here. Back-to-back. Oh, well. Oh, there's a Darox helm. That's another unique. That's actually fairly useful. I think it's my first tank helm from here. All right, this is going to be the back-to-back. Oh, well. Oh, yeah. There's a Darox axe, another unique. 2 out of 4 Darox now. That's sweet. Let's go. My luck is officially turning around. Chest 187 was the Darox helm. The first chest after I logged in, actually. And then just like 6 chests later, there's the Darox Great Axe. All right, can we get a back-to-back here? Never lucky. So this may be well known, I'm not too sure honestly, but every corner of the room there's actually an invisible ladder. So each room actually has the ladder kind of here but not here. Yeah, I like to mark these tiles just so I know in case I get a melee brother that I can save spot behind it. This is going to be chest 200, you know, 61k. I'll take that. And okay. This is one of the worst possible items I could get, but hey, every Barrows item that's a unique for me is a good item, so I'll take it. Thank you. I like these. All right, you know I gotta show the back-to-back. Took me 34 chests to get this. What do I get here? Well, I think I've decided I'm gonna go ahead and knock out one more Barrows item unique. If I get duplicates, hey, I'll take it. I can sell the duplicates. But doing so will get me to 289 collection log items. That's exactly what I want. I have the 11 more planned out, assuming Zulrah coughs up correctly. I'm actually able to get about 8 to 9 chests per hour. This is exactly 1 hour and I got 8 chests, almost a 9th. If I was a little more efficient, and honestly if I wasn't filming, I would get 9, maybe even 10. But getting 8 to 9 chests per hour is still really, really good. Well, there's the first duplicate, and it's the worst one. See how it is? At least that's 100k into the cast stack.
A few moments later.
Oh baby, let's go. Oh, it's another dream item, and that's the only item I wanted. This is perfect. I'm out of here. One unique, one other dream item. I cannot explain just how perfect that was. I am completely out of wrath runes. I ran out on my last cast on the last melee brother. I'm just gonna go ahead and do wind wave for this one. I have to go for the back-to-back. Always got to. All right, that's enough potential. Let's just go ahead and send it. Do we get a back-to-back? Okay, this is the one time I actually didn't really want a back-to-back because I have my next 11 items planned. I am so pleased with the luck I had there. I think that was 71 chests total, and I ended up getting, I believe, 7 items there. So I got a little lucky there. But if we look at my collection log for Barrows, I've only obtained 10 items and 239 chests. I'm still unlucky, believe it or not. With that pretty good luck I had there, the 71 chests, I am still unlucky. Nearly 2 months of editing went into this video. I've genuinely put my heart and soul into this video. Since I don't have 1,000 subscribers, this is still a hobby for me. I still always want to keep it that way, but it still would be nice to get there. So if you could do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. So here's the loot from 71 Barrows chests. Now, if I could sell all this, this would be a pretty penny, basically 10 mil. I think that took about 8 hours, maybe 9 hours, so well over a mil GP per hour. But the thing with this account is I can't sell any of these actually. I can only sell any duplicates I get. Well, that was quick. I got a total of 2.8 mil with that into the cash stack. I'm not going to be at the goal. Kind of didn't expect it. It was more so for the collection logs, saw a little profit on the side. Really happy about these 2 dream items. I mean, oh, this is going to help out so much with Zulrah. And then the Carol's Top will help out with a little extra cape I'm going for. Days 5, 6, and 7 I dedicated to doing birdhouse runs, farm runs, making some foresters rations, and I actually got 86 cooking from that. Nobody came to my party except for these 2 fellas. Thank you guys for coming. And I did some sacred oils, and shout out to the rank 1 for master clues on an Ironman account. That's a pretty pay right there. There wasn't much to film here, so I figured I'd just give you a little 15-second summary. It is a good day. Here's my 1,000 oils. And then this is 4,000 foresters rations that I made over the course of the past 3 days. Total, this took about 6 hours, I'd say. These other few things I'm going to sell because I don't think this is going to get me to my goal. It's unfortunate these things are dropping in price significantly. These bots, I swear, there's so many bots. Alright, everything has officially sold. I did sell my cannon. I can always buy it back because I knew I wouldn't get there. The moment of truth. This says 6 mil. This should get me there. There it is, 18.2 mil. I got more than enough cash. So the hunt is officially over. Hunt being for items, collection log items, and money. Alright, I'm glad I had a little bit extra money here because the estimate was a little bit off. I guess when I filmed that, like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, there were substantially less. I got a little bit extra for these supplies, but this should no doubt get me all the way to my goal level. Let's get started. So if anyone is unfamiliar with Mahogany Homes, just check out my season 1 finale video. I did the same exact thing. The only difference is I'm using mahogany planks now and I'm a much higher construction level. I explained it in pretty good detail there. Starting out, I am 4 out of 8 mahogany homes. I'm definitely going to be able to get the full outfit plus the saw. This thing is just extortion. No need to buy that anytime soon. I don't think I'll get enough points anyways. Alright, and so it begins, the first official one, and I'm really glad they changed this and updated mahogany homes over the years. You don't have to go through any kind of interface. And then actually with the person you get the contract from, you don't actually have to, like, I don't know, go through like 2 chat options. It's just last contract, which is really good quality of life. Oh, I forgot I was close to a construction level. There's already level 72, just 12 more levels to go. 75 construction. Changed my inventory, by the way. Any thoughts? Alright, so I got 600 points here. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a reward here. Not gonna buy the saw because it'll take an inventory slot because I need water runes. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy Carpenter's trousers, confirm those. This will help me out, give me a little bit more XP. This is 3 of 4 of the Carpenter's outfit, just 1 more left. Well, there is 77 construction. I am halfway to level 84 from level 1, so I just gotta do what I did all over again. 78. I'm actually completely out of law runes here, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy another, I'd say 1,000 should do the trick here. I've used up like 500 already. I might get a mage level out of this. $79 construction. Bet you did not see that one coming. Well, here's a milestone level for construction, level 80. What do I get for that? 34 rooms. Oh, and all this cool stuff. Look at all that stuff. I am probably like 55 to 60% of the way to 84. I'm definitely not very efficient with this though. It's officially time to go ahead and get this carpenter shirt. I have 804 points here. Let's purchase that now. Carpenter shirt, confirm that. And there it is, full carpenters on the account. This gives me a 2.5% boost in all construction XP. And the effect does work when you turn in your contract, so that's an extra 2.5% per contract. This will speed this up a little bit. I won't even need all those planks I got. There's just something about preparing this and then kicking the door. It looks ridiculous. Alright, and there's 504 points. I can go ahead and get the last reward for this grind that I plan to get, Amy's Saw. Now, it's not going to save me an inventory spot because I need to put water runes on me if I wield this thing. So I guess I'll just continue with my water staff, but that is purchased. I am officially 7 out of 8. This thing costs 2,000 points. There's no chance I'm getting it for this grind. I plan to greenlog this place anyways. I'll get it one day, but wait, I didn't know you could swap hands in this and put it in your offhand. I did not know that. Good thing I only did like 3 contracts so far. So I guess I can technically save an inventory slot with that. Look at that. Well, I must say this has been a pretty relaxing and pretty chill grind. I put my total XP here just to show you exactly how much XP I got per hour, as well as how much total XP. The final contract here, there is 84 construction. There it is finally. So if we do the math there, that's got to be about 14 hours, I'd say. So as you can tell, I just didn't play too efficient. You can get about 180k per hour doing that method. So it looks like I have some extra supplies here, well over the estimate for steel bars, and then just a little bit over for the mahogany planks. Overall, definitely pleased with that. I get about 400k back. Alright, so I just sold these two for approximately 400k back. So on the screen, I'm going to go ahead and put up exactly how much money I spent and all the supplies I used. I'll have to go back and look at that. But yeah, I don't have the number on me right now, but whatever you see on the screen is how much money I paid for level 71 at 284 construction. There's just one more thing I have to do before I start improving my house, and that is to get 89 magic. I was so close from all the teleporting I did. I think I gained like 40,000 mage XP during all the teleports for the mahogany homes. There's 89 magic. It'll help me out with Zulrah just a little bit. There we have it. There is the ornate pool of rejuvenation, the final pool in the POH. This thing is just, it's essential for the end game and mid game, wherever you are in the account. For just a quick look around, I did make this for the adventure log. It just shows a few things: Slayer log, boss log, clog. I did make this. I can upgrade it some more. These two, you need 91. I mean, I can technically stew boost, but I don't like stew boosting. Well, I went with level 84 instead of 83. I kind of spruced up the kitchen a little. I mean, there's not too much going on here. I did also spruce up the pet area a little bit, even though I don't have any pets, but hey, maybe that'll inspire some pets to drop in my name. And lastly, we got the dig site pendant here. This is direct teleports to Fossil Island, permanent. No longer need any dig site pendants. And this is nice for those permanent teleports. But I'm mostly pleased about this thing. It's game changing. It literally is. Alright, so elephant in the room, there's nothing here. So to build this, you need the fairy enchantment. I looked it up, you actually need to complete Quest Fairy Tale Part 2 to buy that thing. It takes you to 4 different locations around Gielinor. I have 3 of them. I have this one up here. I have the one here by Zulrah, but I unfortunately do not have this chunk right here to access this fairy ring, which is like the last one I need. I have 3 extra chunks after what I plan to do in Farlamore. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get this chunk and then do the quest. Alright, well, good thing I had a little bit extra money because I do have enough for a chunk payment here. So let's go ahead and buy that chunk. It is chunk 193, going to cost us 695,000 coins. This is my first chunk payment and chunk unlock in like 3 full weeks of IRL time, and I am using these 2 items here. You know, looking back at that footage, I totally said 695, but I meant 965. Okay, that chunk is officially purchased. Now it's looking like a new music tracks. Also, this chunk finally gives me access to fully complete Holy Grail, I believe. I think you had to like go under this thing and blow that whistle. So that's nice that I can do that. And I'll do that next season. Fairy ring's right over there.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, very nice. There's Fairy Tale Part 2, Cure a Queen quest completed. So yep, I got the trade option here and I can buy one of these. Very nice. Okay, so to build the fairy ring, you cannot have an invisible boost, so the crystal solid does not work. You have to have a visible boost. So if I drink this tea, I'm at 87 now. Go ahead and build this, and it should be able to build the fairy ring. I need a watering can. All right, take number 2, and I got the watering can now. There it is. This was non-negotiable. It was essential for Zulrah and what I need it for. It'll pop me in right beside it. Much shorter run than going to the South Graveyard and then running the fairy ring. This will save at least 30 seconds per kill. So right here is actually going to be 75 Agility Arena tickets. Now, I haven't actually officially started filming this episode yet. You can see I have 284 collection log items. I've been playing for about 8 to 9 hours in-game time before I even start filming this episode. There's a reason for this. This is prep for Zulrah, actually. So these tickets are going to be exchanged for XP, and this will get me to 76 agility, actually, at that stepping stone. So let's go ahead and trade these in for Agility Arena XPs, and yep, there is level 76. Official filming for this episode starts tomorrow. So I mentioned 8 to 9 hours in that little segment. I was also doing a ton of birdhouse runs and farm runs. Well, I guess not a ton of birdhouse runs, but a ton of farm runs to fund the Zulrah, actually. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and sell all of these, and I'll just honestly sell just the farming stuff. All right, there we go, and I'm back up to a 4.5 mil cash stack. I needed this for supplies. I needed some more sharks and karambwans. I needed some more anglers. I need prayer potions. There's so many supplies I need, so I figured that was perfect time. Just prep before I film. All right, so I spent literally all my cash. I got 26k left, but I made a Zulrah tab here in the bank. I'm using Fire Wave. Here's all my mage items. Funny enough, they're all collection log items. And the Carol's Top, of course. Every other range item is just I bought. And then the potions, food, and then these are really expensive, so I splurged. They're gonna be worth it. basically 1 set per kill. So this will be like 250, give or take. I'm looking forward to this semi-decent gear here. I'll be camping these gloves, these boots, the Hunter Sunlight crossbow with the Moonlight Antler bolts. I think this will be great. Far better than when I did it like 3 episodes ago. Much lower stats, lower range, lower mage, lower everything. Alright, there's the first kill. I am definitely very rusty. What do I get? Oh, that's a great value drop. Let me just go ahead and take a sip of this and everything back up to full. And I also, I forgot to show you the Zulrah collection log, but here's what it's looking like. I only have these and this. Oh, I got it. Oh, I can't believe it. This is literally, I can't believe it. No way. 55 KC. I got the Onyx. Got Onyx jewelry unlocked. Let's go. I didn't even have the mic in front of me. I had to pull it over, which is why you hear like little bumps. I've done 30 KC this grind so far, and I already have an Onyx. I guess I should go ahead and just stick around for the blowpipe. I mean, maybe I'll get to like, I'll go 250 KC or something. I'm already making a lot of money here. I think I've made at least 3 mil between all the stuff that I've gotten in these 30 kills. This is definitely the money snake. Yeah, I completely missed my flicks there, but what do I get for the back-to-back? That was a really fast kill. So this is KC number 75. No item, just a combat task. Or that was actually a personal best, 223, 75 KC. It's nice to have that on the same KC. Each hour I'm getting about 10 to 12 per hour, so a little lower than expected, but that's fine. I don't mind doing Zulrah right now. Yo, wait a minute, this might be an even better KC. What do we get here? Yep, 215. I knew that was going to be a fast kill. I was like, wow, this is like back-to-back fast kills. Maybe I can get a sub 2 minute soon. A minute ago, I said I was getting about 3-minute kills, and then I was getting about 10 to 12 per hour. And factor in banking time there, it takes me about 2 full minutes to run and bank and all that stuff, which is why it's like 10 to 12 per hour. Alright, so I still only have 26k. I need some cash just to do my dailies, at least for the battle staves. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell these birdhouse run nests I got. Oh, I got a Tanzanite mutagen. Are you serious? That thing is so rare. I'm getting spoon, but it's not what I want. 87 KC for that. What in the world? So at this point, I'm at 294 collection logs. If I get one more collection log that it's not the Tanzanite Fang, I'll leave, or 250 KC. Or you're not a good YouTuber if you don't show the back-to-back. You're even worse if you don't get anything good. Oh my. I can't believe it. I'm done already? Is it 134 KC for the Tanzanite Fang? It's the best luck I've ever had in my life. Alright, and into the tab it goes. I cannot believe that I finished what I wanted with Zulrah in only 134 KC. I've been sitting here 10 minutes just looking at it. It looks so good. I can finally buy a blowpipe and I can finally buy all Onyx jewelry. And I got this too. I mean, it's just such randomly spooned luck here. Alright, I had to go for the back-to-back. You know I got to. It was a fast kill too. What do I get? Okay, no back-to-back. Completely undeserved. Completely undeserved luck. My entire luck here at Zulrah. I'm done. 135 KC. Let's take a look at the collection log. So 5 out of 10 and 135 KC. A mutagen already. I got all the good drops, and even this is really cool to have. It's kind of like a trophy. I'm under every drop rate. I mean, this is just completely undeserved. But I am finished here. Let's go sell. Alright, so I'm going to do my best to try to get everything organized here. This is half of it. There's plenty of other items I could sell here, and I could also price check the uniques here, as well as all these scales. I'm going to go ahead and sell all of this in my inventory, which is... all of this is worth approximately 7 mil, so let's see how much I actually get. Alright, so it looks like I actually did sell pretty much everything I got here. I'm going to keep these. Obviously, I cannot sell these. That's part of the rules. Can't sell any collection items I get. I have to sell only duplicates. So these are going to be worth a pretty penny. Alright, and the last item, the Zulrah scales. I'm going to try to get my most money I can for these. 244, it's a pretty good price. So I get a total of 13 mil. Really good there. I'll deduct supplies in just a minute. But these two uniques are combined 9.1 mil. And if I could sell them, I would have made a lot of money here. 22 mil, but alas, I'm walking away with 13 mil. Let's go ahead and sell these excess supplies I got here and see how much I truly made. I did a total of 110 KC. My total supply cost was 3.5 mil. My total net profit is 9.5 mil. It took me about 11 hours to do all those kills. Overall, very undeserved. If I could sell the uniques, it would have essentially doubled my net profit, but nothing beats the journey, the friends I made, and the fun I had. And the new items, of course. You know, before this chapter ends, I have to make 2 purchases here. I'm gonna have to buy the Fury. 2.6 mil, I'll pay that any day. And then I'm gonna do it. I am going to get the Toxic Blowpipe empty. This is a large investment. I'll still have plenty of cash left over, and I get 200k back. So there are those 2 items. 6.1 mil, it's more than enough for I need for chunk costs. There it is, Toxic Blowpipe. Now I do have to get scales and darts and all that, but I have plenty of money. I can make more. I'm so happy about this. I think it's time to go for that certain cape now. I have just 2 more loose ends to tie up here. The first one, if you haven't guessed it yet, is the Fire Cape. I'm going to progress through all 63 waves, defeat Jad, and obtain the Fire Cape, which is a collection log item, as well as Green Log Mage Training Arena. I'm just missing the Infinity Robe bottoms to that. It's just a personal goal. I want to go ahead and green log that. Step 1 is the Fire Cape. So first up is actually getting to the Fight Caves. Now I don't have this Karamja Volcano chunk unlocked, but I do have Crandor, and you can go into Crandor, run through here, go through the dungeon here, and then you can end up accessing the fairy ring, which is down here, BLP. I guess it's a tiny little gray area, but like I said, I got here via physical form of travel the first time around. I consider it pretty sound logic. Alright, so here is the official setup. He's already seen the gear. I actually put on Shazian Boots 5 because they're kind of decent range boots. 2 ranging potions, a bunch of prayer potions, 1 brew with a super restore, and then 2 nut potatoes. I may be overestimating my skills a little bit, but I think this should do the trick. I have a blowpipe. I mean, I can heal with that. Alright, so far so good. So this is wave 31 now, and I will permanently be keeping pick from magic on because I got majors all the way up until Jad now. There is wave 61 down, so on 62, you got 2 majors. So Jad's gonna spawn where this orange one spawned. Supply-wise, I'm doing pretty well. This should be just fine. I got basically 3 full prey potions, so I'll have 2.5 probably. Plenty of food. Alright, here we go. Time to focus up. Let's do this. Alright, and there we go. That was nice and easy. Had no issues at all. He was getting healed a little bit there, but I did it. I am a veteran, whatever that said. I don't know, what did that say? Fight Caves veteran, perfect. There is the Fire Cape collection log. Visually unlocked, feeling like a kind of like a true account now. To get this, once you get this cape, it's kind of like your stepping stone. So that was an elite task in the Karamja area. Way back, level wave 31 was a hard task. So yeah, that's pretty epic right there. Alright, I bet one of you at least thought that this Fire Cape was going to be collection log item number 300, but it wasn't. Trust me when I say I have something far more special planned. There's the Fire Cape. Go ahead and move that to my melee tab. It'll stay there. So like I mentioned just a little bit ago, I'm going to green log Magic Training Arena. Mage Training Arena is what we all call it. Infinity Bottoms. Those take about 5 hours. Ooh, nice little lamp opportunity here. But I'll be just knocking that out now. Alright, so I'm nearly done getting my Alchemist Rune points. I'm going to go ahead and deposit these. I'll get 26,000 XP. And also a level 90 in Magic. I can teleport others to Camelot and do Earth Surge. Pretty sweet. Just wanted to go ahead and deposit those and get level 90. Alright, the final enchantment right here for 5,000 pizzazz points. The last enchantment I will ever do in the MTA. I have all of my points here, but I'm actually not going to go ahead and buy that. So it'll put me to 297. And I want to go ahead and go to Perilous Moons pretty soon here. If I bought this, there's a small chance at Perilous Moons you can get double loot, like double uniques. I'm just not going to do that right now. I'm not going to buy this, I should say, because it might put me to 300. And I have my 300th collectional item planned, so I really don't want to mess that up. So I'll come back and get that in just a little bit. But there is one thing I'm going to get right now, and that is going to be level 93 farming. Nothing for that level, but a cool milestone. A little over halfway now to level 99. I'll get that next season for sure. It is full steam ahead to Varlamore now and to the moons. If Apollo 18 is not canceled anymore, we're going to do it right now. So to get 2 Perilous Moons, which personally I really do enjoy this content, I need to do 2 quests. Perilous Moons quest obviously, but Twilight's Promise, which is the prereq for that quest. I need a total of 5 chunks of 10 collectional items, which I already have all 10 ready to go, but I need 4.9 mil, and right now I'm at about 4.3, so I gotta scrape together some cash. I scraped together some things here. Will this get me to 4? Okay, surely this will get me there. Yep, just barely over the threshold. All right, let's go ahead and do this in one take. Let's go ahead and pay for those 5 chunks. So these are chunks 194 through 198 for all the amounts I have below here. Let's go ahead and start paying for these now. And then 990,000 coins for 4.9 mil. I got like no cash left yet again. But I got all the money here. And there, oh, almost 100 mil in platinum tokens, which is all my chunk payments. It'll definitely get the 100 mil in these next 2 payments. I didn't actually put the items in my inventory, but these 10 items here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alrighty, so there are those 3 chunks, the one over there, the Fortis Coliseum, and then the one just to the south. You go to that fountain right there. It's like 2 steps into that chunk, unfortunately. Here's the Coliseum. I've never done it. I don't know why all that's showing, because I have a plugin turned on. There is Twilight's Promise time. I think I talked to one of these 2 people. There it is. So I'll get the other 2 chunks over there when I get to that part of the quest. And this is why I need this chunk right here. I'm pretty sure that this person will not wander there by themselves. Yeah, they're gonna follow me to the fountain. So yeah, it's like 2 steps in. That stinks so bad, but it's all good. Alright, so I'm at the end of this quest, which you have to go to the Tiamat. If I'm pronouncing that right. So I'm gonna go ahead and unlock that chunk now. Should be this one right here. There we go. Now let's go ahead and travel with this. I have a few locations unlocked. I guess that's just default nowadays. Make sure I go to the right spot. And there we are. Oh, I didn't have the recorder up, but there is Twilight's Promise quest completed, 3,000 thieving XP. Now the only other chunk I need for Perilous Moons right there is to start it, which is the Camtorum entrance, which I can actually run down through here. I'll do that in just a minute. So it has not come up this episode yet, but I can use all physical forms of travel to unlock new chunks. A bird's a physical form of travel in my mind. So for instance, I could travel to Alderaan if I wanted to, or up here to the Gorge. If I wanted to unlock that 1 chunk, I would just need whatever chunk I arrive at. So I guess that one for that. And then wherever I arrive in Alderaan, I don't even know. I don't think I've ever been to Alderaan except for on leagues briefly. It takes you somewhere. Wherever the bird travel is. Looks like right there it is. So I would just have to unlock that chunk to get there. So actually, I ended up watching the Slayer Music's quest guides on both Twilight's Promise and Perilous Moons. And I found out you don't actually need to run through this area. I have like 1 single tile here that I can run through. And I also tested it on the main account, whatever that means. And I can run right there. I don't need any chunks. This is the only chunk I actually need to go to for this quest. The rest of it's actually in Camtorum there, and I can build my own Quetzal there eventually. So here's the quest start. I'm coming up on the boss fights here, and it's telling me to do it in this order. This is not the order I prefer, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this for the quest, and then after I settle in after the quest, I'll show you my method and how I do this.
1, 2, 3.
Well, I can really clean that up. It took me about 15 minutes to do all of that. I'm just not used to doing it on a low level account. There is Perilous Moons quest completed. So much Slayer XP. I forgot you get that 40,000 Slayer XP. I definitely get like a level or 2 from this. 68 Slayer from that. 49 rune crafting. Looks like nothing else. All right, let's go loot that chest. See if we can get a 1kc item here. All right, moment of truth. Can I get a 1kc lunar chest item here? I think I'll get the arrows for sure. Yeah, I figured I'd get the arrows. So that is KC1, one combat task from that. I knew I would get that. No 1 KC item, but hey, I don't mind Perilous Moons, so let's go knock out some KC. So I actually recently got a new pop filter on my microphone, so I stepped back just a little bit because I sounded like I was kind of way too close to the microphone there. So I hope this sounds just a little better. Okay, so this is my method for doing Perilous Moons. So you start out by getting some herblore supplies. Go and pick from your bush over here too. Once you get your 2 potions, you can go ahead and drop that. And then I like to fish in the stream-bound cavern. Alright, now I'm all set. So I start with the Eclipse Moon. It's right over here. This method, in my opinion, just flows together really, really well. Right, and the Eclipse Moon is weak to stab, so my best stab weapon is the leaf-bladed sword. Alright, once you defeat the Eclipse Moon, it's going to drop you off right here, right in front of the Blue Moon door, so you can go ahead and fill up on your Moonlight Moths, get your prayer back up. And I did forget to drink one of these potions. Alright, I don't have it marked there, but Blue Moon is weak to crush, so my best crush weapon is the Thorax Hammers. Alright, so that went actually really well. These Thorax Hammers actually kind of slap there. So it drops you off very close to the Blood Moon, which again I don't have marked. That one is weak to slash, and my best slash weapon is the Dragon Scimitar, or Scimitar if you're feeling frisky. And arguably the hardest one, the Blood Moon is officially down. So after this, you're good to go. You can, I like to just go ahead and re-up on the prayer now. And the chest is just right down there. So this method just flows really, really nicely. Alright, so that took just over 10 minutes, so that's not bad. I can get about 5 to 6 per hour. Are you okay. Alright, that's 2 KC item. That's okay. Wow. That was all I planned to do, was get 1 item here. And okay. That's okay. Cool. You know, I had this grand idea to just sit here for a while, knock out like 20 KC. I don't even know the drop rate. I haven't even gotten that far. I don't even know. Maybe like 1 out of 25 you can expect an item. I have honestly no clue. I'll put it on the screen, I guess, now, or I have already. I don't know. But I got the Rims rope skirt, and now I got the Blue Moon top. I think this is a mage one. I'm pretty sure that's a mage top. Yeah, it's definitely a mage top. So I just got like spooned some mage gear. Here is one time I am definitely not going for the back-to-back. I'll do that next season for sure, but I just cannot sacrifice my plan here. So it's time to go ahead and buy these Infinity Robe bottoms. And there it is, Affinity Robe Bottoms, collectional item number 299. Magic Training Arena is officially green-logged on the account. About 30 hours for that whole collection log and it is done. Up to 90 magic. I think over half my XP just came from that. So this was my Zulrah setup, so it does look like that this is indeed an upgrade. So it gives more magic attack bonus, and it looks like it gives just a little bit more defensive bonus in magic too. So yet another upgrade. Kind of a bummer that I don't have anything else to do in Varlamore anymore. I had talking points and all that stuff. It's just the moons just gave me what I wanted in 2 KC. It's just plain as that. But I've gone down the quest list here and I've put every single quest I'm pretty sure I can do on a notepad here. So I can do these, what is this, 6 quests here. I'm 100% sure I can do all 6 of these quests. This is how I keep up with everything, by the way. Very sophisticated, I know. But let's go, after we do some more of these Forester's Rations, I'm going to go and knock those out. Last quest here, Temple of Ivkov quest completed. Ooh, 53 fletching. So I remembered that I did Heroes quest last episode, and I can actually do Throne of Miscellaneous and Royal Trouble. I'm pretty sure they just involve the 2 islands up here, Miscellaneous and whatever the other one is, and I have those 2 unlocked. Well, that was overall a pretty fast quest. There is Throne of Miscellaneous done. Now, it doesn't do much for me now. Gotta do Royal Trouble to get the full access of Kingdom. So let's do that right now. And not that much long later, here is going to be Royal Trouble completed. This will be the final quest I can do for now. I've checked off every single quest I can currently do. There it is. I got a lot of XP there, 20k cash. So normal accounts, we can get some use out of this. We can make approximately 85k per day. Yeah, if we set it to, I believe, full wood and then half herb, or actually hardwood. Yeah, not wood, hardwood. I believe I've cleaned up everything that I can currently. There are a few achievement diary steps that I can do, I just won't do. I'll kind of get them organically as they happen. So basically all that's left to do now is get collection log item number 300. And I mean, the latest collection log items do look so nice there. And I did hit over 1,000 hours during this video. I think I started out like 950, 960, something like that. And speaking of, I got 100%, and that was a hard Fremnik area task. So now that's basically all I can do. And I did do my quick math here. I'm at 1,033 hours here. I started out with 953 hours played. So I'm at 80 hours, which is insane for the amount of progress that I've had with these collection log items here. All right, so I made a little bit of money here. So what I'm going to do is put in approximately 800k. So this will give me 810k in the coffer. You always want to keep 750k plus in here. So I'll have to come back here and there to deposit more money. But this is what I'm going with, 5 on herb and then 10 on mahogany. I believe that's 5 and 10. So I'll check this in a few weeks. I guess you'll see it in season 3. So it is officially time to go get that 300th item. And if you could tell by my get up, I'm going to a place, maybe somebody will guess, we'll see. I want to kick off season 2 by obtaining RuneScape's most iconic mid-game upgrade, being the Dragon Defender. And there is the first birdhouse on the account. It finally ends. Yes, let's go. Meaning I'll need to collect all 5,549 tickets. And what I want to focus on is Song of the Elves. Zulrah KC number 1 on the account. Song of the Elves is completed on the account. So I am officially the world record holder for obtaining the Rogue's outfit sub 80 thieving. Next episode will be a season finale. It will likely take me a month plus to film and edit. You'll see why when you see it. See you in the season 2 finale movie. Welcome to the season 2 finale of Logging Chunks, where I obtained collection log item number 300, the fresh crab shell. And there it is, the fresh crab shell. Collection log item number 300. I was starting to think this did not exist. I killed 47. It's a 1 out of 8 from them and a 1 out of 16 for them. All right, now I got to get a second one here. Just give me a second. All right, so I got myself 3 total here. So I'm going to make this into the crab helmet. And there's a chance you can fail it. It's based on crafting level. I'm level 71, so I shouldn't fail it. And yep, first try, so I don't even have to do that second one. The crab helmet. I wanted it so bad. It just looks ridiculous. And it's like kind of like a meme item, I feel like. I don't know. When I had gotten this fresh crab claw at the beginning of the season, I knew that I wanted to have this as the final item for like the past 2 months or so. Back when I did Twilight's Promise quest, I never actually said that I got this teleport, but I officially have teleport to Varlamore unlocked because I did that quest. Inadvertently, I created hats or helmets for each season. So in season 1, I wore primarily the Infinity hat here. Primarily in season 2, I wore this farmer's hat. And now in season 3, you know what I'm going to be rocking for most of the season. It's going to be the crab helmet for sure. Any crab helmet season enjoyers? Now I do have these 4 items here that I can buy 2 chunks with. I'm definitely going to buy 2 chunks. So I'm kind of working on making some money here with forest rations. Once I do that, I'm going to go buy pest control chunks. But before I continue with that, I completely forgot I can obtain my new rank from the collector here. So let's go ahead and get that iron rank. Thank you, kind sir. Now this staff looks pretty decent. I like the colors of it. Yeah, now this is what I definitely like. The aesthetic of this one looks really good. Alright, so I am ready to get those 2 chunks now. I have just enough money. So those are chunks 199 and 200 for 995,000 coins. And then officially in the 1 mil brackets. I'll be paying 1 mil per chunk now next season. Actually, I'm going to make them a little more pricey next season, I think. I think it's time to go ahead and up that. But I have 5k left. Here are the 4 items I'm using to get those 2 pest control chunks. So let's go get those. At the Squire, now let's go ahead and unlock that first pest control chunk down here. Alright, and there we go. The outpost is now unlocked. So let's travel there. And here we are. Null and Void pest control is officially, well, almost unlocked. We have to actually get the area you spawn into. So let's go ahead and just run over here and get that chunk too. And there we have it. Chunk number 200, officially ending season 2, is now unlocked. I'm going to be doing pest control when I get 100 combat for the veteran boat over there. And I'm pretty close to the medium. I guess not technically, but I'm 65 points away. I'll kind of divvy up to see what I can do for the medium CAs if I could do that. And if I can, I'll definitely do it because I want to get full void essentially as fast as I possibly can because it's like a 20-hour grind normally. If I could shorten that a little bit, that would be really nice. But I forgot to mention, but that puts me into a white stack, so 100 mil in platinum tokens, almost to 101 mil. Pretty cool to see. So let's take one final look at the chunk map here. And here is what the chunk map is looking like. So I'm going to select these 2 final chunks down here, including season 2 officially, 201 chunks. I've stated this many times, but Lumberch here was free and did not count towards that order. So I've unlocked 200 chunks, but it'll always say 1 above what I have. So here's pretty good progress in Zaya. Decent wilderness, I haven't unlocked any in a long time. Fossil Island, plenty of normal Gillinor area. Candor and Miscellaneous, Asgarnia area. New progress in Varlamore. I got like 5 chunks over here in Varlamore, 1 over here in Karamja right over there, and then of course these final 2 for pest control down here. Very happy with the progress both in this episode and as the season as a whole. But having 200 chunks out of the nearly 500 needed, feels like I already have most of them, but I'm not even halfway there chunk wise. I feel like this map is pretty huge with all these chunks, but I have so much more to unlock, and I'm looking forward to it. Well, season 2 is officially in the books. I've taken a long time to carefully craft out this episode. It's definitely been my most planned out and produced episode to date. So I encourage you all to leave a like and a comment, not just because of the bond giveaway, but because this is a passion of mine. Creating this series has honestly been one of the most rewarding experiences I've had in well over a decade of playing RuneScape. Season 2 was all about setting this account up for success, and I've definitely accomplished that. This season may be over, but my story is still being written. Stick around to watch these ending credits. I've spent a good amount of time on them. I hope you all enjoyed the video this season, and I will see you in season 3 or the recap video. Take care and have a good one. I have to throw this in here at the very end. Do I get a back-to-back? I do not. The game is not broken. Put that in the bank. I will see you all next season.